Right, hey guys, and welcome to another episode, another Death Battle reactions. Death Battle is back. Let's go. And today we're gonna be reacting to the newest Death Battle that released yesterday, which is Kratos versus Asura. So Kratos from God of War, and then Asura from Asura's Wrath. So this was actually supposed, like, if you remember, like the 2D poll and 3D poll from for like season 10, like this was the matchup, one of the matchups made like to like vote for in the 3D poll, but it lost to Cole McGrath versus Alex Mercer. And then this was also in the Tournament of Champions poll, which this matchup like got second place, and then the first place matchup was Wile E. Coyote versus Tom, which is also gonna happen this year. So, but this one, they're for this one they're doing the second place matchup first, and I'm excited because like it's gonna be animated by Devil Artemis. I love Devil Artemis's work. He's the one that animated Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Kakashi, Saitama versus Popeye, the 3D portion, Frieza versus Megatron, Omni-Man versus Bardock, which we had like a few months ago. Yeah, the animation's gonna. I think it's gonna look really stellar, regardless of the outcome. But like, as for who wins this one, it's really hard because there's like multiple ways you can go on about this matchup. I've seen people say like by actual feats Asura wins, or like lore Kratos wins. For the past few months, like discussing this matchup, who wins, I keep going back and forth on like who I'm predicting. It's really a massive headache. If you want my thoughts, I feel like Asura might be stronger. It really depends on where you put them, because like I know like Kratos like can defeat like people that are like probably universe level. Like and Kratos beats them, and then he gets stronger in the Norse, the later two games, the Norse games, the Norse mythology games. Yep. And then Asura has like one game and a manga. I know like Asura should be universe level at minimum due to like defeating Chakravartin. I hope that was not a spoiler. No, I think that was the final button. My bad on that one. But like he defeated the guy that like created a universe, and Asura like defeated him and like reduced him to nothingness. And mind you, that was in his base form. He has like his other forms that just boost his power, like like Dragon Ball multipliers, but like I don't know like how much. It's not really quantifiable. They don't. It's kind of vague, honestly. But all I know is that like Asura has the potential to get stronger with those multipliers. But the thing for this one is kind of gone speed, and I feel like Asura should be MFTL like at minimum, after MFTL plus at minimum, because I saw a calc on Versus Battle Wiki of a Chakravartin, which was like, I think it was 2.6 trillion times the speed of light. But like here, when I watched Kratos' preview like weeks ago, and up to the point of this episode, and it's at like quadrillions of times the speed of light, which is like 100 times faster. And I feel like Kratos has like a lot of gear, like the blades of Athena, the blades of Olympus, the blades of Chaos, claws of Hades. I'm not gonna name all of them. That would take way too long. So I'm kind of thinking Kratos might have it due to the fact that he has a lot of weapons, and like Asura, even if he happens to be stronger, I feel like his best win con is like if he is able to land that hit on Kratos, and like defeat him, reduce him to nothing, like how we did to Chakravartin. But like I know, look, these two are like one of them is gonna have to die. Maybe Kratos might win. I don't know. I'll be sure once I see the two analysis. But I am glad that Kratos is getting another a run back from like his fight against Spawn from season 1. And Jesus Christ, it's almost 29 minutes long. This is gonna be a long ass. It's either gonna be a long ass fight or a long ass post analysis. But we'll see. The CG. Let's see this.
Kratos versus Asura.
The ghost of Sparta versus the Wrathful Destructor. Because sometimes you just want to punch a god in the face. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
First up is Kratos.
In the beginning,
again.
the primordials waged war across existence. A series of cosmic clashes that birthed the universe.
Boom! Now that's what I call a Big Bang.
From Ceto's
that's what
death,
you call the Big Bang. That is the Big Bang, idiot.
From Uranus' strikes, the stars were spawned, and so forth. Thus, the world itself was born from violence.
Yeah, it was
Starting a whole messy cycle. Uranus was overthrown by his Titan son, Kronos, who was overthrown by his Olympian son, Zeus, who battled his own son, Kratos.
As a classic bastard child of Zeus, Kratos was left among Spartan mortals, far exceeding all among him. He became a fierce warrior, winning many a battle, until finally cornered by ruthless barbarians.
Ares, destroy these guys who are kicking my ass, and my life is yours. A deal was made, and Kratos was joined at the bow with the Blades of Chaos, a set of chain swords, and basically a badass whirlwind of flame and steel.
But Ares had a scheme. While doing work for his god, Kratos accidentally murdered his own family, permanently marked by the ashes of his wife and daughter. He was, forevermore, the ghost of Sparta.
So he was kinda understandably really pissed off. Time for a new god of war. The gods were crapping their togas in fear as the new god of war took out his rage on all of them. And got some new gear out of it too.
With Poseidon's trident and Icarus's wings, Kratos dominated both sea and sky. He also has a tendency to carry powerful severed heads, like Medusa's.
And the claws of Hades could steal souls.
The claws of Hades
the soul
can
of
steal
Hades
souls.
himself.
Yeah,
Should have thought that one through, man.
Neither Perseus or Hercules were a match for Kratos, nor was Helios, the sun god capable of moving stars and spreading light across the entire underworld.
He fought Atlas, the Titan of Strength, who broke the load-bearing pillar of the universe. So Kratos forced him to hold up the cosmos on his own instead.
And he could do it with just one
he's like
hand,
Hercules,
according to the novelization.
holding up the sky.
Even his grandpappy Kronos failed to stop him. You know, the
Aphrodite
guy
has
who
been
overthrew
born
the
from the
primordial that
generals
punched the universe into
Kronos had
existence.
ripped
Causing shockwaves that moved over a quadrillion times faster than light.
quadrillion times faster than light. That's the speed
incomprehensible feat
I just mentioned.
Then there's Daddy Zeus,
who proved a serious challenge until Kratos drew perhaps his ultimate weapon, the Blade of Olympus.
It can make tornadoes, lightning, force fields. Oh, and it can stab the hell out of you. It siphons godly energy and can pull enough to even kill Zeus.
Gained it in
like
Valhalla.
father, like son.
Even while Kratos ultimately released hope across the Greek world, he could only do so after annihilating everything.
Damn.
Like a badass, he was
the whole battlefield's gonna get
non-stop
destroyed,
killing and sex and even more killing. And yet,
basically.
he couldn't be any more depressed.
His wife and daughter were still gone.
They were still gone. It was never going to bring them back.
He didn't know. He wandered aimlessly for years, somehow stumbling into Norse mythology where he met
that's
Faye,
how
his second
more
wife.
Norse
Good start, buddy.
Kratos had a new lease on life, but he could not escape his past mistakes.
There's a reason he hid his swords in a dingy basement. Even so, Faye insisted he could do better. So he became a dad to a new, boy.
Easily the toughest task he ever undertook.
Boy.
Especially after Faye unfortunately died of a mysterious illness.
Damn it, not again. But hey, it wasn't Kratos' fault this time. And Faye left the tools he'd need to keep the boy safe, including the Leviathan Axe.
Like
Far from the whirling rage of the Blades of Chaos, the Leviathan Axe was deliberate and mighty, said to rival Mjolnir itself.
Thor wishes Mjolnir was as cool as this axe. It's imbued with ice magic and a poison even the gods fear. It can be summoned to Kratos' hand from a distance, and it even shatters souls.
Kratos may have once been a sword of vengeance, but with his new weapons and a new purpose, he stood as a shield against the godly Aesir.
Too bad he just can't help but get in trouble with gods. But now he knew how to control his anger.
Which is even more important than it sounds. Kratos' Spartan rage summons an inner strength with magical properties.
He can even get so pissed off that he straight up heals himself. That seems like the opposite of what should happen.
Not all anger is problematic, and Kratos wields plenty of new weapons and relics to channel his rage through.
Like the Draupnir ring, which can summon a bunch of wind spears. They can absorb all types of energy and blast it back. He even has relics and magic that can warp space and slow down time.
Naturally, he contested with the strongest of the Norse gods, including the god of thunder Thor, who was powerful enough to fight the fire giant Surtur and the world serpent Jormungandr at the same time.
Oh, and that fire giant would be the cause of actual Ragnarok. You can't defeat me, Thor.
Oh my god, Thor Ragnarok.
But he can.
Even though I love
not
that
exactly.
movie.
Freyr, the rain god, held off Ragnarok for a considerable time on his own, and the sheer power of Ragnarok shook Yggdrasil down to its very roots.
It shook the world tree.
Which is like a literal tree that connects the whole
universe.
That's
what it is.
According to Freya, the tree's very existence supports all of creation among its boughs. Every strand, transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree.
So it's kind of like Kratos lives in a really, really, really big treehouse.
In his quest to free the Norse world, Kratos reclaimed old weapons by reckoning with his past sins, even taking up the Blade of Olympus once again.
Even better, he actually got to be a decent
Oh my god, I didn't mention this Shovel Knight.
And now the boy is a man and also a bear.
Kratos made a lifetime of mistakes, but this future would be different. He'd be more than he was in the past, not just a god of war, but a leader, a father, and a defender.
A better man than he was last time.
Of hope.
Yep. That's what he is.
This battle is sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
That was a pretty cool rundown. They talk about like how his family, how he lost his family, and like killing all those gods would never bring his wife and daughter back, but like he did find a new family in like in that boy. And like those were a lot of weapons, like the Blades of Chaos, which could like steal souls, and then like, and the Leviathan Axe can affect souls, from what I heard. Also comes in handy, and it's time manipulation. All right, let's see how Asura is gonna hold up against those things.
Boost. Over 8 times the national average savings account interest rate claim is based on data from the FDIC as of November 18th, 2024. Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
All right, let's see Asura's.
Long ago, a demigod fell from the heavens, only to rise from the depths of Naraka after 12,000 years.
I couldn't read fast enough.
After 12,000
oh my gut reader
years,
repulsa.
He's free to punch everything dumb enough to get in his way. He was the demigod of wrath, Asura.
Alongside 7 other demigod generals, Asura served as defender of humanity against the impure Goma, dark spirit monsters infesting the world.
And the demigods battled the Goma by
put him in
wielding
Marvel
a mystic
vs. Capcom.
energy formed
I don't know why
from
they
human
can't put him in Marvel vs.
Mantra.
Capcom.
By
really.
advancing technology with Mantra, the Guardian Generals became essentially hyper-powerful mystic cyborgs. They could each harness Mantra through a different emotional affinity. For August, it was greed. For Yasha, it was melancholy.
I'll give you one chance to guess what Asura's is.
By tapping into his wrath, Asura can take many forms for battle, like the 6-armed Vajra, a state powerful enough to subdue the embodiment of the planet's will and the source of the Goma, Vlitra.
But he wasn't angry enough to put Goma Vlitra down for good. At least not yet. Of course, since he's literally powered by wrath, no enemy of Asura's would be stupid enough to do something that would make him even more mad, right? Right?
Funny you should say that.
God damn it.
First off, Asura is not some one-dimensional anger machine. In myth, the Asuras were powerful and aggressive beings, sure, but not inherently evil, just like Asura himself. He's a warrior, but also a husband. With a daughter, Mithra.
And Mithra has the unique power to supercharge mantra energy,
which gave Asura's prideful commander, Deus, an idea. If he could weaponize Mithra, literally wiring her up to a super weapon, the Guardian Generals could maybe finally
some sort of satellite laser or something
for good.
Well, obviously Asura wasn't gonna go along with that.
No,
so
he was
Deus
not.
framed Asura for killing the Emperor, murdered his wife, kidnapped Mithra, and then just straight up killed him.
RIP to his wife as well.
True to his nature, Asura was literally too angry to die.
Yeah.
So long as a single part of his body remains and can possess mantra, he can climb back out of Naraka, a sort of limbo underworld between life and death. Thanks to some coaxing from a strange golden spider,
or something like that.
He did just that, with an all-new purpose in mind.
Make the gods pay! Oh yeah, they're calling themselves gods now.
Kratos
Turns
killed
out
his
they're all
god
assholes who started sacrificing thousands of innocent people to try to power up. So Asura got really pissed off.
Yeah.
And through his rage, Asura's power exploded, rising enough to throw giants like ragdolls, shatter whole moons, and destroy a fellow deity, Wizen,
who could dwarf the planet and wreck it with just a finger. Look at this!
Asura is so powerful, his soul cannot be manipulated by the Goma or the deities. He can propel himself with mantra to fly, harden his fist to break steel, fire explosive energy blasts,
and headbutt you so hard you wish you could die even faster. The dude literally stockpiles anger into a burst of energy that can one-shot even the toughest of foes. And when he goes unlimited mode, he can rapid-fire those super attacks without overheating.
Asura's vengeance quest wasn't all shouting and explosions, though.
No, it was not.
I mean, it was a lot of that, but he also tried to protect people from the gods, including a girl who very much reminded him of his own daughter.
Yeah, Asura's the kind of guy who wants to be a great dad, but all he knows how to do is punch anything that upsets his kid, like that one dad that knocks out a ref at a Little League game.
Wow, and then the gods killed that girl too, along with her whole village, sparking Asura to unleash his berserker aura.
You know how the gods were sacrificing thousands of people to power up? Well, Asura got so freaking angry, he built up enough mantra to match them, even though they've been building up energy for thousands of years.
That's really
Seriously, guys, you're pissing off the guy who literally gets more powerful the angrier he gets. What did you think was going to happen?
Yet even in berserker mode, Asura never lost total control.
Berserker Asura adds even more extra arms, and they're big and glowy now. The man can launch so much angry mantra, he wiped out the god's whole space fleet in seconds.
Asura's anger raised to levels so high even he couldn't contain it, scorching him into his wrathful.
Even though it hurts Asura while he's in it, this form is still perfect for absolutely shit-stuffing a snobby demigod's face in. It's okay though, his brother-in-law punched the edge out of him.
Yasha saw the error of the deity's senseless sacrifices and teamed up with Asura for a coup against Deus.
Awesome, they're bros again! Just in time for Asura to hit his former boss with so much mantra that he burst, then dive into the planet's core to obtain power equal to 1,000 arms. His mantra form, finally,
over 1,000 arms.
Killing Vlitra in a big planet-busting blast.
Deus was defeated, and Gaia was saved. Yet, Asura's wrath hadn't been quelled.
Title drop!
It turns out that spider that guided him was actually Chakravartin, the creator of mantra and the entire universe.
And everyone's suffering was part of his plan to make Asura his heir. Chakra kidnapped Mithra, because of course he did, and tested Asura in the form of a massive golden Buddha statue.
And he was like the final boss
of the game. Check out the size of it. That thing can literally hold a galaxy in its palm. Naturally, Asura and the statue threw hands.
Enter the mantra reactor. Capable of holding 7 trillion souls, Asura instead used it as a vessel for a far greater power.
His own unfiltered rage. At last, Asura could show the world his real colors.
Everyone from the humans to the 7 deities to Chakravartin saw Asura's anger as a weapon, a sword for tyranny. when that was never who he was. His rage was really a shield to protect humanity, and most of all, his daughter.
It's kind of justified in a way.
Planet, unbound by his past limits, Asura's ultimate destructor form effortlessly punched through asteroids larger than nebulas, dodged planet-sized lasers moving 2 quadrillion times faster than light, and obliterated whole stars.
That's similar to what they gave Kratos.
Was understandably impressed and offered Asura a chance to take his place.
2,500,
smiled
12,500 years
and extended his arm.
Right into Chakra's face, as if he was going to let some god trample over more worlds. Instead, he literally beat the QTEs out of God, obliterating him and his plans in a cosmic explosion.
But with Chakravartin dead, so was the concept of mantra itself. Those who depended on it could not survive, including Asura.
Hey, as long as Mithra was fine, it was worth it. Besides, he'll reincarnate millions of years later, still kicking ass, ready to smack a random thug,
that looks
a
like
meteor,
the from Street
or
Fighter
Ryu,
2.
right in the balls.
It's interesting. Despite the dangers of uncontrolled anger, Asura's wrath gave him the power to save everything. All because of just one thing.
Some bastard made his daughter cry, so they had to pay. Now that's a god I can get behind. This battle.
All I know is that they're like one of them's gonna have to die, and it's probably gonna be really sad because they have another family with like new children. Stuff like that. Like Kratos has a son, and Asura has like a daughter that looks like the daughter from like his deceased wife. Okay, this one. Okay, my head's starting to hurt trying to predict this one. Maybe I'm still going Kratos, I guess. I mean, there was that thing about like Asura resisting the mantra reactor that had like trillions of souls, I think. If I'm phrasing that wrong, am I phrasing that wrong? I'm sure. But I feel like Kratos has like a lot of weapons on his disposal that could just have like a lot of things that like Asura can't really resist. I mean, there's the Blades of Chaos and the Blades of Olympus. Blades of Chaos could like take souls, and then Claws of Hades could also, or wait, no. What was it called again? Leviathan Axe can also deal with the souls as well. But like, Kratos does have the time stop that could like time manipulation. Like maybe he could like manipulate time to a point where like Asura won't catch him. So that's the thing. So maybe Kratos could like stop, like manipulate time or stop it to the point where like Asura can't move and Asura doesn't have any resistances to that, and Kratos could use like one of the weapons could like take his soul away. And like the thing is, Asura can regenerate as long as parts of his body is around, and as long as mantra is still inside. But the thing is, like, for Kratos, like, it's like literally taking the person's soul to the point where like they can't. If you take the person's soul, then they're pretty much dead unless they can fight in the soul, fight as a soul. I meant. I'm going Kratos, but like, if Asura wins, then there's like something I probably missed and I talked over it. But I probably missed something. Like there's like some stuff I'm unsure about, but like just going off the weapons and like they might be equal in power, and like they might be equal in speed, but I feel like there might be more calcs that they're hiding. But I'll go Kratos. My final pick's Kratos.
Sponsored by Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of bucks in award-winning wins. Of those, you'll get $5 lineup.
Prize Picks, run your game. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's see this fight. Yeah, this was like the sneak peek that Devil Artemis released. Oh, one of his blades is glowing. Kratos, the god of war. Nice subtitles with a font. And there's Asura. And he's gone. Whoa, it's like a storybook. Ooh. It looks like Ancient Greece or something. Is that just... Are they in Asura's time? Asura's...
It's true then. The god of war is on Gaia. But...
Wrathful Deity, Asura. And I think that's his daughter. Asura's daughter. One of Asura's daughters.
Run!
Ooh. One of these fathers are gonna die. It's gonna be sad, but like... This is Sparta! Kick! Oh, he's powering up! One of his forms. Ooh! Oh, he can also power fight. Increase speed as well. Kind of evens the playing field. Oh, burst! Nice. Oh, 6-arm Vajra. He's already in 6-arm state. Six-pack me up 6 arms. Ooh. He's fine.
You let your wrath consume you.
Those are the blades of
I have
chaos.
been down that road before.
Oh, his younger self.
Very well.
Very well. No choice. Ooh. Get over here. Projectile. Oh my goodness. This is pretty anticlimactic right here. Oh, I think that's the ultimate form. Ooh. Oh, he's gonna go into the limbo, right? Oh, his daughter. He's gonna come back powerful as ever. Oh, let's see. Oh my god, like time and space is getting affected right here. Another planet is just... Oh, Leviathan now. Encase him in ice. Okay, that's... Never mind. He got out. Increase rage. Nice.
This is not my end!
Oh, it's not his end, he said. Oh, the destructor form. The planet-sized form. Alright. Kratos, let's see. Oh, this is like the series punch from One Punch Man. Let's go. Oh. Just making sure I can hit him. Oh, he's holding it up. Let's see. Ooh, wait. Stop time?
Death has not earned me yet, Titan!
Ooh. Let's see. Ooh, let's see if that works. Oh, get
But you deserve a worthy end.
Deserve a worthy end. Oh, Blades of Chaos finish. Let's see if this is gonna work. Oh, to the forehead. And this needs to be a worthy of massive blows to the point where he can't regenerate or something. Aww. Oh, poor Asura is dead.
You are a monster no longer.
End the suffering.
I never was.
Damn. Aww. His daughter's grieving. Yeah. That was pretty sad.
Well, I guess Asura's wrath really is gone. But are we sure this is how it'd go? Even though Asura can blow up stars?
Asura had some amazing displays of apocalyptic destruction.
Yes, they both
the
did,
full
actually.
scope of their speed, experience, versatility, and power sheds a surprising light.
All right,
At
let's
first
start
glance,
with
speed seems like a shoo-in for Asura. Kratos is quick, but he never dodged a universe-crossing laser.
That's a good
That
point,
doesn't
because
mean
the
he
reaction
couldn't.
speed and
Remember,
travel
as
speed are
usual,
different.
we look at these characters at their peak, free
Yes.
from gameplay restrictions.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're looking at everything in canon, and Kratos fought and killed Helios, the sun god.
From the moment he's introduced,
Yeah.
Helios is emphasized to be immensely powerful.
Yeah.
Without Helios, darkness would shroud everything.
Oh.
His light was fast enough to illuminate the entire
I
underworld
think I
while
missed that
Kratos
part.
sailed through it, taking a few hours at most.
So, kinda hard to quantify, but that's consistent with the shockwaves the primordials caused that spawned the universe.
Arguments could be made for which is faster, the primordial shockwaves or Chakravartin's intergalactic lasers. Since it's so close, it's safest to assume their speeds are generally even.
equal,
But
also
what
has
does
a slight
speed matter if you don't know how to use it?
True.
Let's cover
That's a good point.
experience. Asura lived across centuries, obviously a lot longer than
Lot
Kratos.
longer than
And while Kratos
yep.
eventually learned to control his rage, Asura pretty much always had that control.
So Asura easily takes experience.
Asura
But when it
has
comes
more
to
experience.
versatility,
Versatility.
he couldn't match all the weapons and abilities Kratos had.
Kratos
Sure,
had a lot
Asura's
of weapons
quite
to use
skilled and a
lot of
monster
options
at martial
to
arts,
have. Yeah,
but his fighting style mostly relies on one thing.
A whole lot of
punching people.
Kratos' weapons, magic, runes,
Time
relics,
slowing
and
powers
even
will
his
enable a
rage gave
safer
him far
approach.
more options in
That's a
combat,
very good point.
slowing down time, healing injuries, and most importantly, multiple weapons that could drain a
drain
variety
souls.
of energies.
And energy,
like
yeah.
mantra.
Yeah, when Asura loses all his mantra energy,
can't regenerate
that's it for him. So the Dropnir spears and the Blade of Olympus gave Kratos exactly what he needed.
Yeah,
Versatility.
a lot of versatility.
And multiple ways to finish this for good before Asura just comes crawling back out of the underworld.
Yeah.
If he could, Asura's
Before he
resurrections
crawls out
take
of
years
limbo,
or whole
out of limbo.
centuries, days at best.
But all this assumes Kratos could match Asura's crazy strength.
Manga,
all
Asura's rage is
roads
so
lead to
immense that he
power,
is
which
able to
should go to
survive the
Asura,
sword
right?
like
Look at what he
okay.
can do. If this came down to who made the bigger kaboom,
Yeah,
he'd
who?
kick Kratos'
How much?
ass in 2 seconds.
But a closer
But-
examination of their feats reveals the truth.
At his peak, Asura overpowered Chakravartin,
Yep.
annihilating that cosmic
He
golden
beat
god.
him to
By
nothing.
measuring the dimensions of Chakravartin's body and scaling it up to match the size of this galaxy-eclipsing
How much?
statue,
Yeah,
we
break it
can
down with
determine
that.
its volume. Add in the density of gold, for good measure
That's a lot
assuming
of
the form is solid
calculations right
throughout,
there.
and its mass far exceeds not just our galaxy, but our entire observable universe.
Destroying that big golden god would need energy on par with obliterating our universe 91,000 times.
times.
Extremely
universal.
impressive and unfathomable.
How strong is Kratos
However,
then?
the same idea applies to Ragnarok,
True,
shaking the
they both
roots
spot
of
universal
Yggdrasil.
levels.
Ragnarok is
plus
obviously a bit
stuff.
of a different beast than Kratos, but what really matters is what Freyr did.
Right, Freyr, a god comparable to Kratos, held back Ragnarok's power for a significant time.
So Kratos should be capable of the same level
True,
of power. or even more.
Using an official map and knowing the world tree's branches encompass all of existence, we can measure its size and volume.
And we know this map is accurate because it shows these two realms conjoined, which we see in-game.
Even if we assume the Tree of the Realms is only 1% solid, a significant lowball that Kratos should easily scale above, shaking such an incomprehensibly large structure would require enough force to destroy our universe's mass energy 9 million times over.
That's almost 100 times greater than Chakravartin's
100
destruction.
times greater, that's no contest
This isn't some one-off outlier. I mean, a realm-shattering supergiant doesn't sound too different from the other Titans and Olympians Kratos defeated.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's easy to think that we never see Kratos do anything that matches Asura, but we do. Helios' speed matches Chakravartin, and Kratos outsped him. Atlas is strong enough to lift all of reality, and Kratos overpowered him. Kronos defeated the creator of the universe in a one-on-one fight, same as Asura, and Kratos killed Kronos. Add in the clear numerical comparison of Chakravartin, Ragnarok, and Yggdrasil, and Kratos takes the edge in power.
But hey, Capcom, if you give us Asura's Wrath 2, we'll try this again.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Asuras, the sun rises. The god of wrath was Kratos.
Good job, Kratos.
The winner is Kratos.
Good job.
But what if?
Alternate ending. Is this the real alternate ending? Oh, Mantra is still inside him. Ooh, mash the buttons. So this is what could have happened. Is that his daughter? Oh. Both sad endings.
And that concludes my pitch for Asura's Wrath 2. The end. Next time on Death Battle.
Is that Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider versus Spawn?
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle.
So Ghost Rider's returning for another Death Battle, and Spawn is returning for Death Battle 2. It's funny because Spawn was literally the first opponent that Kratos fought against, and the Spawn episode is literally happening right after this one. The irony, am I right? But this one was pretty sad ending because Kratos, like they're both fathers, and like they both care about their children. They're both really like great, the husbands as well. So like the alternate ending is just as equivalent sad as the. It was just as sad as the ending, like the ending that we got. But yeah, like it was pretty cool. For then Ghost Rider versus Spawn. That's hard because Ghost Rider is known for the pen stare, which is like known for like staring at people like that have like trillions of murders, and like yeah. I remember when he used it on Lobo because Lobo had like a massive amount of murders on his side. And then Spawn is known for like feeding off of evil energy, and that's how we won against Kratos back in like years ago. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching guys, and then I'll see you all in the next video.